You've been told that small wrists are a curse. You look at that bone, you see how thin it is, and you think, I'm a hard gainer, I'll never look truly big. Here is the truth. A small wrist is not a curse, it is an optical multiplier. Think about a sledgehammer. The handle is thin, the head is massive. That contrast is exactly what makes it look heavy and what makes it look dangerous. If you have thick wrists, you need massive 20-in arms just to look average. But if you have skinny wrists, you possess a rare advantage. You don't need to add 5 in of mass. You just need to build the taper, and the taper lives right here in the forearm, not the wrist. This works because when someone looks at your arm, their eye follows a simple path: shoulder to bicep to forearm to wrist. If that line is straight, you look fragile. Change that final segment and the arm looks solid. It's called the Popeye Effect. And to create this structure, we need to build two things: size and detail. Using 3 visual zones, let's build the hammer. Before I give you the exercises, let's quickly break down the biomechanics. I want you to understand the structure. The forearm is messy. It has over 20 muscles tangling together. Most people overcomplicate this, doing endless wrist rolls that barely move the needle. But we aren't here to waste time. We are here to build structure to get that heavy functional look. We only care about the 3 visual zones that actually matter: the top for width, the underside for thickness, and the texture for vascularity. When you build these 3, you don't just look stronger, you actually possess a vice grip that matches the size. For each zone, I will give you the single best dumbbell and calisthenics movements. Pick 1 exercise per zone and you're done. Let's start with the width. I break down muscle biomechanics so you know what actually matters. Comment below what you want next. First, we build the mountain peak. This is the Brachioradialis. If you look at your arm from the front, this is the slope that connects your elbow to your wrist. If this is flat, your arm looks like a stick. To grow this, we need to lift with a vertical grip. For calisthenics, we are going to use the towel pull-up. Throw a towel over the bar, grab both ends tight. Now perform pull-ups. Or if you aren't strong enough yet, just hang and pull halfway up. Because the grip is vertical and the towel is unstable, your brachialis has to fire at a 100% capacity just to keep you from shaking. If you have weights, do the thumbless reverse curl. Most people wrap their thumb. Don't put your thumb on top. This takes the bicep out of the equation and forces the forearm to cup the weight. Lift fast, but fight the gravity on the way down for 3 seconds. Now it's time for the underside, the meat that fills your sleeve. These are the flexors. To grow these, we need a deep stretch that most people never get. In calisthenics, we use the gymnast secret, the false music grip. Instead of hanging from your fingers, I want you to curl your entire wrist over the bar. Now, hang with your arm straight. You are supporting your entire body weight purely on your forearm flexors. It is brutal but effective. If you have weights, the king of thickness is the behind the back wrist curl. Why behind the back? Because standing tall allows the weight to roll all the way down to your fingertips, creating a massive stretch you literally cannot get from the front. Let it roll down. Curl the fingers, then curl the wrist. We have the size. Now we need the details. We want that dense, veiny steel cable look that signals dangerous grip strength. We get this by attacking the fingers directly. If you want weaponized hands, do fingertip push-ups. Get into a push-up position but rise up onto your fingertips. Use your knees. If you have to start light, imagine you are trying to claw through the floor. This builds massive density in the tendons and makes your veins look like a roadmap. If you are in the gym, grab 2 weight plates. Put them together, smooth side out. Now pinch them. Do not curl your fingers under. Use only the crushing power of your thumb and fingertips. This fries the intricate muscles in the hand and deep forearm that normal lifting misses. Pick 1 exercise from each zone. Do them twice a week at the end of your workout. That's how you can fix the frame and the whole arm changes. But remember, big arms are only one part of the puzzle. If you want to know the 3 muscles that signal danger instantly to anyone looking at you, you need to watch this video right here. Those 3 muscles are the traps, the rear delts, and the forearms. Together, they create the silhouette of someone who works, someone who carries weight, someone who can handle force. You can fake a chest with a pump, you can fake arms with lighting, but you cannot fake these 3. They are built only through tension and time. And the forearms are the first signal your body sends before anyone even sees your face. Now here's the mistake most people make. They train forearms like accessories, a few light sets at the end, random reps, no intention. That's why their wrists stay thin and their arms never look complete. Forearms respond differently than biceps. They are endurance muscles designed to hold, resist, and crush. They grow when you challenge their function, not when you chase a pump. This means 2 rules. 1. Stop chasing high reps with no load. 2. Stop isolating the wrist alone. The wrist is the hinge, not the engine. The engine is the hand, the fingers, and the forearm RKing as one unit. Every movement we discussed forces that integration. That's why they work. Let's talk progression, because this is where most people stall. You don't need new exercises. You need better execution. Progression here comes from longer holds, slower negatives, and thicker handles. If you can do towel pull-ups for 5 clean reps, don't add reps, add time. Pause at the top for 2 seconds. If wrist curls feel easy, don't add weight immediately. Let the bar roll lower. Increase the stretch. That stretch is growth. And if you really want to hack the visual effect, here's the secret most people miss: forearm frequency. You don't need to destroy them. You need to remind them. 2 hard sessions per week plus passive overload. Passive overload means farmer's carries, dead hangs, heavy rows, even carrying groceries without straps. Every time you choose to grip instead of strap, you're investing in the taper. This also fixes another silent weakness: elbow pain. Strong forearms protect the elbow joint. When your flexors and extensors are balanced, your tendons stop screaming. That's why climbers and gymnasts rarely get elbow issues. Their forearms are bulletproof. Now let's address genetics, because someone will comment it anyway. Yes, bone structure matters. No, it does not decide the outcome. The wrist is the base. You can't change the base. But you absolutely control what you build above it. A narrow base with thick structure above always looks more impressive than a thick base with nothing built on it. That's architecture. That's physics. Look at fighters. Look at rock climbers. Look at old-school manual laborers. Their wrists are not thick. Their forearms are carved, dense, alive. That's the look we're after. Not bloated, not soft, functional mass. And here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop thinking I have small wrists. Start thinking I have contrast. Contrast is what the eye remembers. Contrast is what makes something look powerful. Word is thin at the handle and thick at the blade. A hammer is the same. Your arm should be no different. Build the peak, build the meat, build the detail. 3 zones, 3 movements, twice a week, 8 to 12 weeks. Take photos. You will not recognize your arms. And when your forearms change, something unexpected happens. Your biceps look bigger without growing. Your triceps pop more. Your shoulders look wider. Because the arm finally has an endpoint. It looks finished. This is how you stop looking like someone who lifts and start looking like someone who is strong. If you want the exact progression scheme, reps, holds, and how to pair this with your current split without overtraining, comment hammer below. And if you want to see the 3 upper body movements that instantly upgrade your presence the moment you walk into a room, watch the next video. Now, let's go deeper. There's a psychological side to building forearms that most people ignore. When your forearms transform, your confidence shifts. Grip strength is tangible. You can feel it. You can test it. Every handshake, every pull-up, every carry reminds you you're stronger than yesterday. That sensation bleeds into every lift, every movement. Suddenly, even exercises you've done for years feel new. You feel heavier, more controlled, more grounded. And that's not vanity. That's functional strength showing in every interaction. Here's a critical tip for growth that isn't obvious. Frequency beats volume. You don't need 10 exercises, 6 sets, and a mountain of reps. Your forearms respond to. Twice a week, max effort, followed by passive overload throughout the week, is far more effective than sporadic arm day experiments. Carries, towel hangs, and pull-ups done with intent create constant micro-stress that your muscles adapt to. Those tiny cumulative stresses make veins pop, tendons harden, and the arm look alive. Let's talk about structure again, because this is where most lifters fail. The taper. It's not the bicep peak. It's not the tricep horseshoe. It's the way your forearm flows into your wrist. You want that slope to tell a story. When someone looks at your arm, the eye travels from shoulder to bicep to forearm and stops at the wrist. If the line tapers correctly, your arm looks than someone with a thicker arm but no structure. That's the optical illusion of small wrists. A thin wrist paired with a muscular forearm makes everything above it appear larger. Next, the detail work, tendons and veins. Most people skip this because it's not glamorous. But here's the truth. Detail is what signals subconsciously. Fingertip push-ups, plate pinches, and slow grip holds are your secret weapons. These exercises engage the small muscles that the mirror doesn't always show, but the eye notices. The more density you develop here, the more complete the arm appears. And unlike biceps, which respond mostly to size, the forearm responds too. Every inch of tension matters. Another overlooked factor is grip variation. Rotate your grips constantly. Supinated, pronated, neutral.